I call Maggie Berry.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. I rise to talk to this taxation omnibus bill, which, as with many measures this government introduces, aims to bring greater clarity and simplicity to a raft of tax measures. It's a comprehensive bill. It's all part of our big plan to build a more productive and competitive economy. Interesting listening to the last member who's just resumed his seat from the Green Party. He has finally answered the enduring mystery. Where do the Greens get their knowledge about oil from? At last we know, Jed Clampett and the Beverly Hillbillies, a popularist television show, seems to be the source of all information and knowledge that member was able to impart to the House, which wasn't very much. A lack of intellectual rigour would be a very polite and pleasant way of describing that member's contribution. I think when we look at various measures of this bill, Mr Speaker, we see that it deals with distortions. These are distortions that have been present in the tax system for a very long time. The current black hole, as it's known, tax treatment of certain items of expenditure which do need to be examined in more detail at the Select Committee level. It also is a bill that makes some changes to New Zealand's international tax rules, and again they need to be gone through very carefully in the engine room that is the Select Committee and Finance and Expenditure Select Committee, which is the bill that this will be going back to, will, I'm sure, have some robust debates, if not from the Green Party, then certainly from within other members. The second group of changes that are mooted by this bill are changes that are intended to strengthen the thin capitalisation rules, which will really be very useful because they will limit the debt that foreign investors are able to place into New Zealand, and that has far-reaching consequences for the sort of interest deductions that can be taken. Following consultation earlier this year, because this is an omnibus bill that has been, I suppose, the sum of its parts, it's been consulted on widely, and there have been a number of different views that have come into shaping it as it stands now. And this bill will be setting out new tax rules for charities which have been removed from the register of charitable entities and give them greater certainty on their tax deductibility. So these are some of the measures that this bill covers in its omnibus state, and as with the chair of the Finance and Expenditure Select Committee, I look forward to it coming back to Select Committee, and I commend this bill in its first reading to the House. Thank you.
I call Andrew